Good morning, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. Let's get to work on our lesson of the day. This is number 16. Okay, number 16. If you've been following me since the beginning, great. I'm proud of you. If you're just joining us, this is the format. Every Friday, 9 a.m., we meet like this. You can ask questions on things that on the different subjects, and I go through a lesson, a life lesson, and then we do some techniques or maybe an exercise or another concept, and then we go through that for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how many questions you have. So again, welcome to everybody on the broadcast today. Last week I gave you a couple of tasks just to go through back to lesson 1, and then to lesson 2, and then to go up all the way back up to the present lesson. Just a quick update, my laptop isn't fixed yet. It's happening, I should have it next week, but that lesson number 13 is on my laptop and I cannot access it yet, but I'm working on it and I should have it by next week. So if you did go through the other lessons, it means that you refreshed your memory about the concepts and that everything makes sense and is evolving and growing. The lesson today is to not let anybody steal, minimize, destroy, ridicule, or try to change you or change your vision or the path that you're on. So do not let anybody steal your dream. This is very important. In my lessons and classes with Sijo, with my father, he related back to me his vision. He was 14 years old and his big goal was to have a school, a dojo. He was only 14. So the whole Patenaude organization, schools, just started with one dream, one idea, one vision. But I can tell you that along the way, my father met a lot of resistance, big time. He vividly remembered a time in school when the teacher totally tried to destroy him by telling him, "Tu feras jamais rien de bon, toi." In English, you'll never accomplish and you won't amount to anything later in life. That's what the teacher told him. What a great teacher. I wish I had a great teacher like that. But seriously, it was a good thing, because success is revenge. It's somebody that pissed you off so much, that tried to destroy your vision of yourself, and you were so confident and you were so happy to have discovered what you wanted to do, and then somebody comes along and tries to destroy it. Wow, that was a gift for my dad. My father was so proud, and he would never let anybody. He was very stubborn, very hard-headed, and I want you to be like that. It goes back to a saying from Winston Churchill about the bulldog. The bulldog's nose is slanted backwards, so it can continue to breathe without letting go. So I want you to think about that. Be like a bulldog. Don't let anybody deter you or move you away from staying on that path that you want to be on. If you listen to past lessons, we talked about vision. Remember, you need vision, or else you're just floating around aimlessly. So you can also trace back maybe some of your successes to somebody trying to destroy it. Success, like I said, is revenge. So if that person would not have stepped into my dad's life, then the whole maybe the whole Patenaude organization team might not be around today. So that's one of the things that fueled him, and he wanted to prove to that person that he was wrong. And 30 years later, met that teacher, and actions speak louder than words. So he didn't even have to say anything. That person already knew what my dad had accomplished, what he had created, but he had all the odds stacked against him. Couldn't speak English, so only French. He wanted to move to the big city, which is English. This nobody from Embrun wanting to be a master or to build a school. So it is a pretty inspirational story. So I think about that a lot, and it's important for me just to pass on the message. Every week when I go through my lesson of the week, I just try to sit down quietly and just wait for information to just download in my brain. And this is an important message that I have to pass on to you. Wherever you are in your life, do not give up. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and you will have your dream. If you apply some stubborn persistence. So that's my lesson for today. Let's move on to meridians and internal work. This is something I'm very passionate about. And if you've read about meridians and energy, it's a very interesting science, and it is a science. The meridians of your body, the pressure points. Your body is like a map of a city. Remember, when you look at a map, there's thousands or like there's millions and millions of roads. In a city, like maybe there's thousands of different streets. Your body is the same way. How everything connects together from the brain all the way down into your limbs, your organs. And then there's also like this invisible energy that makes everything happen. You can call it nature, chi, whatever. It's there. It sounds mystical, but once you understand meridians and how to unblock them, you'll have less pain, you'll have more power, you'll have more mental clarity, you'll have more speed, you'll feel better. So there's different ways to move the chi into your head for creativity, into your body for strength. So meridians need to be cleaned out or to help everything flow smoothly. Sometimes we talk about blocked meridians. So your energy needs to flow. If there's a blockage somewhere, then that might be a cause of pain. Neigong is almost like acupuncture. It is the predecessor to acupuncture. Taoist monks could sit in meditation and actually feel where the meridians were, where the pressure points were, even before new technology that confirms those pressure points and those meridians, which is pretty cool, just with their mind. Now we have nice maps, nice diagrams, but before they would actually feel them. So energy is blocked, which could cause health issues. So how do we unblock a meridian? We increase the chi flow so that we can bust through that blockage. That's one way. Or we create so much chi flow that the energy flows around that block. So that's what I want to talk about today. How to increase chi flow. The first goal of Neigong training is to increase the strength of your ligaments and tendons, and then to reinforce your organs, and then to increase the blood flow, and then to increase general chi flow, energy or vital energy flow. So how do you do that? Well, you start slowly, and one of my favorite ones is strengthening the dantian. Dantian is like the human battery. So your human battery is just below the navel, okay, about 3 inches below and 2 inches in. That's your dantian. So in Neigong, they talk about your battery dwindling with age. They say after 16 years of age, your battery starts to lose its charge, and it's important to recharge it. So one way is to increase your capacity to keep the energy stored inside. Think of your meridian, of your dantian as a reservoir. That's your reservoir of energy. And you can think of it as a bowl of glass. And when you put light or energy in that bowl of glass, it's glass, so it gets diluted or it escapes. What you want to do is build and toughen up the dantian to make it like a ball of leather, and that once you put light or energy in there, it stays trapped inside that reservoir. So we essentially become our own creator or generator of energy. So I want to teach you one exercise, and if this interests you, please let me know, because I will cover more of these. There's thousands of variations, there's thousands of exercises, but what's really cool about it is all the exercises lead you to the same place. It's almost like all roads lead to Rome. That old saying, all the roads in a city can bring you to downtown in one way or another. So the same thing with your own body and with your own energy, your own circuit. So what you do is you stand in a very, very low mabo or horse stance, and you bend your knees. Usually in Neigong, we try to keep the legs locked and keep the energy flowing up and down from the earth, up through the legs to the sky, and then back down to the earth, up and down. But on this one, you want to bend your knees to trap the energy. So you trap the energy and you feel where your dantian is. Your fist will smash right in the center, not too low, not in your groin. Be careful. Just a couple of inches below your navel, and that's where you will strike, in the front. So you're always striking with left hand or right hand to the center. Behind you, you're trying to use the back of your fist, and you're striking in this case, the right kidney, while striking the central part in front. Relax your arms and do the same thing on the other side as you smash your right hand to your left kidney, and you proceed to repeat from side to side. Think of your arms as loose chains, so nice and loose, not stiff. Just be like a tree. Why doesn't a great oak tree not snap and break, or any tree for that matter? Why doesn't it snap when wind goes through it? Because it moves with it, almost doing like a waltz. So be like that tree in the wind. Relax your body. So strike. Start lightly and gradually increase. Increase the strength, increase the pressure, the power, so that eventually you strike as hard as you possibly can, and you won't feel it. Like you'll be numb to pain. And this is also called the iron vest. So you're trying to build a very strong armor as you strike. That's what it looks like from the front, and then just from the back. Nice mabo. So see how my arm goes behind and I'm striking the side. At first you might feel a bit off with your coordination. That's totally normal. You start with reps of 36. 2 moves equal 1. So do 1, 2, and so forth. But your main goal is to bring this up to a closed circuit, which is, what's a closed circuit? A circle. What's a circle? 360 degrees. So you need to do 360 repetitions. What did I say last week? What did I say last week? slap shot. Too much, too soon. You don't have to try to do 360 in one sitting today. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. So do 36, and then do 72, and then do 108, and then 180, and then build up, always in numbers of 9. But try to move up to 360. Again, let me know if this stuff interests me, if it does interest me, but if it interests you, let me know so that if you want to do more of these internal exercises, Neigong, let me know right now so I can answer questions and so forth. C'est quoi la question? Tu peux me le dire.
La vibration aide à débloquer les méridiens, comme c'est ça la question que Richie demande.
Not just the vibration, Richie. Actually striking this pressure point helps push. So it almost like you're the generator and you're pumping. You're the one helping the body along get that flow to keep a nice even flow of energy, almost like trying to dig a trench from the ocean all the way to Castleman, let's say, and you pull this down, almost like the St. Lawrence River. So you're trying to cut out a nice path, and then once it's nicely dug up, then the water just flows perfectly. So when you're doing movements like holding the position, be very aware of what you feel. If you feel any pain, let's say in your shoulder, in your neck, headache, pain in the stomach, pain in the hip, pain in the knees, any pain is usually a sign of energy is not flowing, it's blocked. And then as you do the movements, you'll help those blocks be removed, diluted, and completely no longer an issue. You're able to flow, and then from there you can increase, and you'll feel your body get stronger. Where 360 was difficult, and then it becomes super easy, they move up to 720, and you can move up, and there's no limit to what you can do. Once the chi flows, you can do these movements for hours, for thousands of reps. Do you need to do that? No. And we all have a life, right? Like we all have limited time sometimes. But if you just stick to doing a couple of reps first, again, too much too soon, just do 36. Wake up in the morning, do 36. And then pay attention to how you feel. I love this one because I feel that power and the heat that's generated after this set. It's very, I feel very calm and very strong after doing this particular exercise. Any other questions? Okay. Do they want to do more, like more Neigong? Okay. So if we just show you one exercise each week, and then it's up to you to actually put it in practice. If this is cool, if you want to do it, if you want me to cover more Neigong exercises, then please go for it. Let me know. If you want to have the system right away, like you don't want to wait every week, just go to wudangneigong.com. We'll just post it right now. So W-U-D-A-N-G, Wudang, which is the famous school. So there's a Shaolin school and there's a Wudang school. Wudang Neigong, Neigong.com. Just go there and just buy the product. Like you'll have the whole system for level 1. I love Neigong training. I've been doing it for almost 10 years now, and it's something I really enjoy to do, and I love to share, because I don't want to tell you exactly what you'll feel, because you have to discover that for yourself, and do it regularly, and then in a month or 2 months from now, let me know how you feel. When you close, once you've done 36, I really want you to get up to 360. It doesn't take very long to do 360 reps. You stand, and I'll end with this, a closing position to recharge. Feet shoulder width apart, legs locked. Men, put your right hand on top of your left hand. Women, put your left hand on top of the right hand. The right hand is the yang energy, where you give. The left hand is the yin energy, which you receive. So this is the male, this is the female. So we go left hand this pressure point in the center of your hand on top of your dantian, and your right hand on top of your left hand, which makes a powerful seal. You seal this with 3 powerful points: dantian, left hand, right hand. Once it's sealed, then hold the position. Look out slightly or close your eyes and focus on one thing and one thing only. You. How you feel. Just you in your body, in your vessel. And you breathe however you want. Whatever happens, pay attention to it and hold the position. Hold it however long you feel like it. It might be 2 minutes. Sometimes I hold the position for 45 minutes. I get into this trance or this zone, because what's better than actually feeling my life, feeling my body, how great I feel in my vessel. So you hold the position. Once you're done, you pull the stomach inside, almost like the video, like on the first couple of videos I showed you about how to flatten your stomach. You pull the belly button in and you squeeze and you hold your breath, and then you release and you're done with your work. I do about 12 different exercises, and I do cover them on the program that I talked to you about at wudangneigong.com. If you have any other questions, let me know right now and I'll answer them. If not, I'll stay on for another 10 seconds and then we'll see you next week. Good question, Diane. Like, I've asked that same question because I have 4 kids myself and I really want them to do Neigong. They can do some of it. From what I was told, they should wait until they're about 14 or 16, or depending on how mature they are. Because kids, their energy is so pure that if they do this on top of them having perfect energy, like there's no blockages in kids, that they might feel overwhelmed. They might feel scared by what they feel. So is that true? I don't know. That's what I was told. He can try a couple of exercises, but to really develop one, you need the master there. So he needs to be present with your child. And what I'm told is to wait a couple of years until they're a bit more mature. 13, 14, 15, like that would seem to be the right age to start doing these. But I've experimented, and my kids do some of it, but not the full extent of what I do. So try it, but talk to him. How do you feel? Does that feel good? And so forth. Okay? We good? All right, guys. Be like the bulldog. Don't let anybody steal your dream. I'm Seabach Martin Patenaude, and I'll see you soon.